Hi, Joseph.
Hi.
So, you know how Miss B and you have talked, and we've talked about how sometimes when we read, you have a hard time remembering what we read.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of work on our characters. And what book are we reading?
Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie. And do you like that book? You do. But you said when you read, that if you read it, you don't see the movie in your head. But if a teacher reads it, you can see the movie in your head, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna kind of play a game and see if maybe what we do today will help the characters come alive in your head, okay? All right, so we have a storyboard, and the storyboard helps us go back and remember what was in the story, right? So can you tell me what's on your storyboard?
Person.
And who do we have? We have,
Opal. Preacher. Winn-Dixie. Smile. Grain store.
the grocery store,
Grocery store. Storm. Church. Library. Mrs. Franny Black. Pet store.
Who was it that had the guitar? Do you remember his name? Otis, good job. Who is that guy? Dunlop.
Dunlop. Gloria Dump. Sweetie Pie. Jail. Guitar. Tree. Bottle. I like that. And I don't like that. Read it again. I'm ready. I need a break.
And we use those bottom ones so that if you need help, you don't have to necessarily raise your hand, but you can point to them and then Miss B knows that she needs to come over and help, right? Okay, so I know that in your classroom you guys have done really big group stuff and you guys have done a lot of work on characters and you've done a lot of work on who they are and what they are, so I kind of want to revisit that with you and see how much you remembered and see if I can give you a tool that will help you even more. Sound like a plan? All right, so let's get started. Joseph. So when we talk about characters and we talked about characterization, what do we want to know? What are things we're looking for? Do you remember?
Look like, act, what they sound like in the story.
You're right. And where did you get all that information? Where'd you look? Did you use our chart?
Yeah.
And our chart says that characters, when we describe them, we can tell what they
Look like,
look like. We can tell how they
act,
and then something else your teacher wanted you to do was to be able to know
what they do in the story.
what they do in the story and how people react to them and why are they in the story, right? That's really what we're trying to answer. So I thought it might be fun if we did Winn-Dixie. So we're gonna do a chart for Winn-Dixie. Okay, so we reread the chapters 3 and we read it, we kind of made a couple notes on it, right? And in chapter 3, what are they talking about?
Their mama.
Opal's mama, right? And what does she really want to know?
10 things.
10 things about her mama. And why does she want to know 10 things? What does she say?
So she can remember.
To remember. And why did she pick 10? Why didn't she pick 15 or 20?
Because so her dad didn't get really mad.
She thought her daddy was going to be really mad if she asked him, right? But she decides to ask him. And when she asked him, she says, I think because I'm 10, you should tell me
10 things about my
10 things. One for each year I've been alive. So we're going to talk about what a characterization is, okay? And we're going to make a chart. And we're going to do it together because I know when you did it in class, it was a little hard to do it by yourself, wasn't it? Okay, so we're going to do it together and we're going to make a great big chart and we're going to use it and come up with 10 things about Winn-Dixie. Think you can do that? All right, so this is our chart and our chart is for what?
10 things about Winn-Dixie.
Good job. So 10 things about Winn-Dixie. How do you think we should make sure we write 10? What should we do to our chart?
Draw 10 boxes.
You want to draw 10 boxes? Okay. So you count them off for me.
1, 10.
That's your favorite part. You love numbers. Yeah, you like when we do math with our reading, don't you? So we drew our boxes, and we drew our boxes because is it easier for you to see words or pictures and remember something?
Remember things?
Yeah, which way is easier? Is it easier for you to remember things when you see pictures or when you read words?
When you read words.
So would you like to write words in these boxes, or would you like to draw pictures to remember?
Words.
Oh, good. So I'm actually going to have you write the words today. Does that sound like a plan? Would you like to use blue, green, or orange to write our words?
Orange.
Orange. I knew that was one of your favorite colors. I made sure I got it. So here's your orange marker. So we have to come up with 10 things about Winn-Dixie. Now we do have a cheat sheet, right? We have a cheat sheet if we draw a blank. But what else could we use? What else could we go back to if we really needed to have more information and we couldn't remember something? What could we use?
The book.
The book. And we can go back and we can read in it and see what did we miss, right? Okay, so let's fill out some of our boxes. You ready? So what's one of the things that we can say about Winn-Dixie? What can we write about Winn-Dixie's character? What they look like, how he acts. So what's something we could do? What's one of the first things we learned about Winn-Dixie?
Afraid of storm.
He's afraid of storms. Are you using your template to make sure you spell it the right way?
Yeah.
I like that you're using your resources. That's a good job. How do we know that he's afraid of storms? What happened that we know he's afraid of storms?
Because near the end,
Near the end or in the beginning?
in the beginning, he hates storms because he doesn't like water.
Good job. What else can we say about Winn-Dixie? What else can we say?
He's fast.
He's fast. That's a really good word to describe Winn-Dixie, isn't it? Good job. So how many things do we have now?
2.
2. So if we have 2 and we need 10, how many do we have to go?
8 more.
8 more. I love that you have such a good math brain. I love it. So what else can we say about Winn-Dixie? What else can we say about him?
He smiles.
He smiles. We thought it was kind of crazy that a dog smiles, didn't we? Yeah. Okay, what else can we say about him? How many do we have left? How many do we have left?
4.
4, which means how many have we done?
6.
Dixie. What else can we say about Winn-Dixie? I think it's something that maybe you have in common with him. He doesn't like to do something. What does he not like to do?
Be alone.
He doesn't like to be alone. Do you like to be alone? No. And how many siblings do you have? Brothers and sisters?
1 brother and 3 sisters.
And you have a mom and a dad, and you told me you do not like to be alone, right? So that's kind of like saying you have something in common with Winn-Dixie, right? Okay, so we're gonna write that down, and then we'll do your small book. Miss B has a book for you to do, and the book is gonna go back over our characters. So let's do this part, and this is does not like being. So now when you get this test, do you think it'll be a little bit easier for you to remember some of them? Some of the characteristics of Winn-Dixie? Do you think when you do your test you're going to number them from 1 to 10, or do you think you're going to draw 10 boxes?
10 boxes.
And do you draw 10 boxes, 10 squares because you have a math brain? Yes. You told me you like having a math brain, right? Yeah, you're very good at math. So we do our best to incorporate math with your reading. Do you feel like today your thumbs up, I get it, or maybe I get it, or not so much? Oh, I like it.